This morning that we were talking, and we said if, I'm not going to mention names, but if so-and-so comes in and then this other person comes in, then we'll have a minyan. And immediately when number 9 walked in, number 10 walked in right afterwards. So I said, Midei Dabri Bo, which is part of a pasuk which we quote in the Musaf of Rosh Hashanah, Midei Dabri Bo, Zochor Eskerenu Od. As soon as I speak of him, I'll think of him. And it's like, I hate to give this English equivalent, is speaking of the
devil.
Well, whatever it is in English, but we have a little bit differently. That we say, Midei Dabri Bo. God says, as soon as I mention him, I think of him. And that's what happened this morning. So there's a sefer that was called Midei Dabri Bo. And it has in it quotes from various Torah scholars on the Parsha, and then it says, the second half, Midei Dabri Bo, as long as I'm speaking about it, let me tell you some historical facts about that particular person. So in there it has the story of Reb Ezel Charif. Reb Ezel Charif, his real name was Reb Yoshua Isaac Shapiro, and he was called Charif Sharp because his mind was very sharp and he had a sharp tongue also. So one of the stories told about him there is that he was very sick, and the doctor came to visit him, and the doctor examined him, and he called over the family and said, prepare the tachrichim, he's a goner, there's nothing going to happen with him, no chance of his making it. And anyway, nobody listens to doctors anyway, and he got better, and he was walking down the street. And walking down the street towards him is the doctor, and the doctor's very embarrassed because he said the guy was going to die, and he's living. So the doctor sees him, he walks to the other side of the street. Anyway, Rabbi Ezel sees him, so he walks to the other side of the street. They're getting closer and closer. The doctor walks to the other side of the street again. No, Rabbi Ezel Charif is not going to let him get away, so he also walks to the other side of the street. The doctor can't get away from him. The doctor sees, they meet over there, and the doctor says, "Oh, Rabbi, so nice to see you, in good health and everything like that." And Rabbi Ezel says, "You want to know something? I did you a tremendous favor." He said, "What?" He said, remember when I was so sick? Well, my soul was just about to enter into heaven, and I was up there in the celestial areas over there, and I looked and I saw a long line of people dressed in wonderful-looking clothes, all very distinguished-looking, and I saw you were standing in line over there, and I wanted to know what the line was. And he said, I walked all the way to the head of the line, and I saw a big sign over there, Tov Shebarofim Legehenim. The translation is, the best doctors go to Gehenna. And I saw all the doctors were lined up, going to Gehenna. And I saw you there also. And I ran to the front and I said, there's a mistake over here. There's a mistake over here. Take this person out of the line. He's not a good doctor. He doesn't belong in the line over here. So he said, I did you a big favor. Anyway, I think that Rabbi Ezel Charif has tremendous stories like this about him. And apparently many of them are possibly true also. The idea is, again, where it comes from, Midei Dabri Bo, when we speak, Hashem should remember and think of us at that time. A good day, gentlemen.